Coming up next, you've got a guy like Bruno for Michigan going up against number 17 in the country, Anthony Giraldo. But Bruno, he's a special talent.
Yeah, absolutely. 8th in the country last year at 133, three-time qualifier, returning All-American again in their lineup. But, you know, going back to the last match quickly, when you have a returning All-American right there on the ropes and, you know, score 1-1 overtime, you really got to go after that, and to not take any offensive shots the entire match is a little disheartening. And you hope that it's not kind of a hangover from Friday night.
That Friday night loss for Rutgers, 18-15 final score, and Wisconsin with the upset. That was their first Big Ten victory. And you brought it up after that match. You've got a team that's number 6 in the country coming in just a couple days later. You're going to have to elevate the product on the mat to be competitive with Michigan today.
No, absolutely. You have to step it up, especially with, like I said, 5 returning All-Americans in the lineup, and a program as established as Michigan. You're really going to have to come out with a little bit more firepower. And right now, it's, you know, we'll see. It's one match, but right now it didn't look good there.
Well, Giraldo, redshirt freshman for the Knights. 10-7 in duels this year, but really a head-scratching way to start the bout a couple days ago. Wisconsin and Rutgers, they started at 133, and Anthony Giraldo had himself a tough time against Ryan Taylor, and Taylor pinned him with just a few seconds left in that bout.
Almost able to drag by there to get behind and get a quick 2, and not able to score anything off of it. Minute and a half in. But yeah, you're right. He was winning the entire match, Kevin, against Wisconsin, and ended up coming out and losing with a couple seconds left. But not only losing, ended up going to his back and kind of figuring time was up and ended up getting pinned with about 2 seconds left.
That gave Wisconsin the 6-0 lead right off the bat. Eventually extended that lead to 15-6. Rutgers won 3 straight decisions, but then the 125 bout went to Wisconsin, and the Badgers took it. And Rutgers 13-4 overall. That was their 3rd Big Ten loss. They're at 3-3. Michigan at 6-1 in the conference.
A little quiet here in the rack right now as both guys are feeling each other out here. 20 seconds to go here in the first period. Not too much action, almost a drag by, shuck by from Giraldo, but other than that, not too much doing.
Only a few seconds left. Michigan took the first bout, and we start the second period between Bruno and Giraldo. Goodale said it a couple days ago. We just didn't convert the takedowns that we should have against Wisconsin.
Yeah, against anybody, but again, especially against great teams, Big Ten teams with coaches like Coach McFarland and at Wisconsin, Barry Davis. When you're coached up like that, you really got to convert on all your opportunities. And right there, you see him getting out. 2 seconds of riding time for Giraldo. Nothing there. Bruno gets immediately out to his feet, and he's really starting to push the pace a little bit to hopefully create some action after a slow first period.
He gets the 1 point for the escape. Bruno, he's the senior from Brandon, Florida. 3-time qualifier, like you mentioned. And his father wrestled at Marquette. Bruno 9-8 overall, the 7 dual victories, and he's coming off a loss to Maryland in the 133 weight class a couple days ago.
Bruno pushing the pace right here, 50 seconds in. He's been creating the most action in terms of hand fighting and pushing the energy right now, but neither guy getting off on any shots. Very similar to the first match. There's a stall call on some half shots. More than anything, that's a pick it up and wrestle warning than it is anything. It's not, neither guy really, again, creating too much action as we approach 30 seconds here in the second period.
Yeah, if you get
There's the shot. And Giraldo immediately goes funk, but Bruno, you see him right there. He got out the back door and had the leg hooked. He's in good position there, but if Giraldo can keep him tight to his body, he's got to watch his own back. He's in a little bit of trouble there. I don't have a great angle, but you guys do on your screen. Bruno doing a good job of wrestling through the position, but Giraldo keeping him close. If he can keep this tight and mind his back with 12 seconds left here and not give up this takedown, it'll be good position for him going into the third period with 5 seconds left here. Doesn't look like he's going to get it. Good job wrestling the position. Bruno creating some action, but Giraldo able to funk through it immediately and save himself here. Let's see what Bruno has on top as we come into the third period, 1-0.
Yeah, Bruno, like you mentioned, close to putting Giraldo on his back. And Giraldo 10-7 this year in duels. He's got 14 overall wins.
Caution on Rutgers.
Giraldo, he redshirted last year, the two-time state champ in New Jersey before coming to Piscataway.
Bruno's going cradle. I didn't have it locked up all the way. Giraldo gets to his feet, and there's going to be your one-point escape. Both guys out in 3 seconds each. Bruno, official in good position to watch the throat there. Trying to shuck it down, spin by. Good job catching it by Giraldo. Double underhooks there. Keep in mind, Giraldo does have a stall call, so he's going to have to be mindful as he's approaching the edge of the mat here not to be pushed out or walked out. And here we find ourselves in a similar situation to 7 minutes ago during Sean McCabe's match.
And it was Connor Utsi who took that one for Michigan. Like you said, not much action, only a few seconds of riding time, not a factor right now. Both wrestlers with an escape point.
Someone's going to have to get in on their offense. Right now, Bruno's the only one that's made some attacks, but Giraldo's good off of the re-attack. See if they can score anything here with a minute left. Giraldo looking a little bit. You want to make sure he's not going to get hit for stalling.
2 stall calls, and it's points for your opponent. And it was UT and McCabe that went to that overtime frame after 3 periods.
And Bruno pushing the action. There's a good half shot. Make the official think you're doing something, but good half shot. Bruno right there. Last time he went, tried to throw it by. Good job digging the underhook. Giraldo's going to have to be careful here. Coach Goodale working the ref and working the official, telling him he's just pushing him. He understands the situation. 20 seconds left. Half shot by Giraldo outside. As 10 seconds left here. Looks like we may see another overtime, Kevin, but half shot there, and that's really close to 2 points. Right on the edge. Giraldo almost stole it. Goodale's going to want to check it.
Right, Donnie Pritzlaff made the signal immediately for Goodale to head over to the scoreboard. And over at the scorers table, they will take a look.
He's got to hold something up. If they don't have it, he grabbed the water bottle. Right, oh man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so.
It's close. By the way, we've got an excellent officiating crew in Gary Kessel and Nate Chapman today.
Yeah, Kessel's, I mean, he's not the main official today. Chapman is, but both guys great, but Kessel is one of the best. I always get excited when I get to see someone like him officiate because you know it's going to be fair calls on both sides.
Goodale. He'll have to keep the water bottle around if he needs that.
I don't think it's 2. It's close, but it's not. If they called 2, they wouldn't reverse it. If it's not 2, they're not going to reverse it.
So we may have back-to-back overtimes to start in 125 and 133.
Goodale working the officials. I can't see him calling it 2. The fans are watching it right behind. They're not going to call that 2. No way. Neutral. And we're going to go to overtime. Almost stole right there. He sat out. He doesn't sit out there, and he hesitates for 1 second, and that's 2 points. But good job, Bruno. That's why you're returning All-American, wrestles through the position. And here we go, right to overtime, and let's see what we can do.
Bruno, he's the senior. Giraldo, the redshirt freshman. So Utsi, he won his overtime match previously for Michigan. Giraldo 17th in the country.
These are the matches you're going to have to win come Big Ten tournament time and NCAA tournament time. These are the matches that you're going to have to win if you want to All-American and you want to make it. You want to make it on that podium in March. He's going to have to find a way to score, find a way to win. Almost did at the end of the period here. Bruno on the attacks here, though. 15 seconds approaching left in this first overtime. They'll go top-bottom if no one scores here, which doesn't really favor anyone. There was no real advantage. Both guys got out within 5 seconds, but Bruno trying to switch sides. It's going to be Rutgers' choice. They'll pick bottom.
Saw Joe McFarland third on Michigan's all-time wins list. Not only that, he's third on the wins list as a grappler himself.
Now the Rutgers fans are trying to get into this one. They realize it's important. That's his second caution. That's 2 cautions for Anthony Giraldo.
Great shot, by the way, of the fans here inside the rack. We could have about 4,000 in this building today, if not more. And this is a big one. Number 6 against number 12.
Oh, they need you at the head table for something.
And you can see Bruno is upset. And now we're ready to go, the second overtime.
And right now, Bruno hanging on top, but that's going to be neutral. 7 seconds of riding. But keep in mind, they wrestled the entire 30 seconds. Giraldo has 2 cautions and a stall warning. 15 seconds left here in the first overtime period. Keep in mind that stall call. He's got to continue to wrestle through the period. 3 seconds here. Got to be careful here on the start. No cautions. That's what he's telling him.
And what is good? You're right. What's Goodell's message
He's yelling.
right now?
He's yelling. You got to. You got to. The wrestler, any wrestler wrestles in feel, and he gave that one to Bruno. Now both guys got to. Coach McFarland, I just said, are you kidding me? Both guys got to. And that's the thing. Both coaches are keeping their guys in the match and keeping them efficient. Now he's going to get hit for stalling if he doesn't let go of that. And there's the stall call coming, and that's going to be the point.
And now 2 apiece with 20 seconds.
I mean, that's now it's another point. I don't understand. I mean, I have seen officials in, I don't know if I've watched 500 matches this year on Flow Wrestling and on the Big Ten Network and on TV and what have you, and here at Rutgers. Everybody's getting cautions because of the way that you have to set up, and the time period is so different. It's supposed to be set, ready, whistle, and really it's a little different for every official. It's just a shame when that's what it comes down to. Neither guy did a whole lot, but Bruno did enough to get the win, and that's what a returning All-American will do.